Hey guys, it's Stephen here live on Wednesday afternoon at 5 to 10, which is a weird time for a live video, but I'm doing it anyway. Manchester City are on the verge of signing Ferran Torres. We've had the thumbs up from Fabrizio Romano. He said, here we go. He's done his famous little meme thing. It looks like Manchester City have got another wonderkid for a ridiculously good price. So today we're going to talk about that and talk about the transfer news and say hello to everyone. Before I do that though, I want to talk about another bunch of wonderkids basically. I've been doing lots of work with AAA Sport recently, as you've seen. I've been in loads of their videos, and they said, Stephen, put this to your audience, see what they think, and discuss this little clip talking about the best young player in the Premier League. So I'm going to roll this clip. You can look at it and let me know in the comments, and then we'll get back to this news. But I'm going to roll this clip, and we're going to talk about it as it happens.
The one thing that it bodes well for England, because you think the Euros now are going to be taking place next year.
Yeah, so exciting.
How are we going to mess this up? We are always
Foden, Saka, Greenwood.
Might be too many youngsters coming through at
Yeah,
once. Like
It's the golden
who gets into the
golden generation?
Who gets into the England team out of that proper young England players?
England literally need Foden.
I'd play all of them. I think that.
Would you play all of them?
I don't think Southgate will, but I think that every player that we've mentioned here deserves to be in and around the England team next year.
Well, you all know my thoughts. I think it's obviously Phil Foden is the best young player in the Premier League. There's a whole big debate there, so I'll put a link at the end of this video or down in the description below to watch the whole thing. But everyone debated. It was a good debate, actually. Robbie debated about maybe being Saka. Obviously, Flex decided it might be Mason Greenwood, which is a very good point. I was obviously bigging up Phil Foden, and Roy was talking about Mason Mount and all the other Chelsea players. And there's absolutely loads. So do let us know who you think down in the comments is the best young player in the Premier League. For me, it's probably tied with Foden and Greenwood. I really do rate Greenwood. I'm sorry, guys. Greenwood's quality. But Foden, I still think, has the highest ceiling out of all of them. Go and check out the full video in the link in the description below. Open the tab, then come back to this video and go back to that later. And give me some love in the comments over on that video as well, because a lot of people give me stick for saying Foden could get 20 goals next season. I stand by it. He could. He's a natural goal scorer. Anyway, let's move on to someone else who could be there in a year or two from now. He could be in that same discussion. We could be talking about a player who's just basically got maybe just as high a ceiling. Ferran Torres. Now, I want to say immediately hello to everyone joining in, all the regulars there. 321 people. 321 people and 37 likes. You should be ashamed of yourself if you haven't already pressed that like button. Give it a massive like. I want to see you get up to 100 within. I'll give you 30 seconds to do it, which is a pretty reasonable amount of time. So give it that like button. Nabil Ahmed, Stephen, my mate. Hello to Nabil. Hello to you, and hello to the Rock League, to Kenny, to Daryl, to TDL City FC, to Callum, to Aaron, to What Colours. I mean, I'm not even reading your name, what you're saying. I'm just reading your name. So hopefully I've not said hello to anyone saying anything dodgy. Hello to Blue Cheese, to Thomas Pedersen. Thomas saying, I can already see Torres and Foden linking up and destroying the lead next season. That's the spirit, mate. Wow, you got to 140 likes pretty quickly. That's decent. I'll take it. I love you all loads. So basically, we're going to talk about this a little bit. It looks like it's going to happen. Everyone's agreed it now. All the press have jumped on over it. They've all been like, Ferran Torres, it's going to happen. It's a deal. And let's have it, as Ollie's just put it out. And I'm very excited for this because I genuinely believe that this guy is worth the hype. And given the price, it's like 20 million or something like that. That's an absolute bargain. We've gone into Valencia's house. We've robbed them during broad daylight. And then we've just took the car as well for fun. Like, genuinely, we've got an absolute ridiculously good deal here. And it's very, very exciting. I'm really excited for this. I think he's genuinely someone who could end up being a £100 million player. And what reason I like about this player, I'll talk about it. By the way, I will get to your questions in a bit. I just want to talk for a little bit about basically this player, and then I'll get to some of your questions and comments. What I like about this player is that he has the world at his feet and he's fearless. I like a good player who basically just loves to dribble and run at people, and he's a little bit more direct than the Manchester City's usual style. Now, City are known for touches and pace and all that kind of stuff, and composure and calmness, and sometimes you want someone who's just going to run at people and beat them. Someone with a little bit of flamboyance, that is a word actually, yeah. Sorry, I thought it wasn't a word then. Flamboyance, a little bit of flair, a little bit of creativity. You want someone a little bit like that, and that's what he's got. He's very direct. He actually reminds me a little bit of Son at Spurs. He really does remind me of that style. Someone said that on Twitter. I can see it. He's tall. He stands quite upright in the way he runs. He's already about 6 foot tall, and he's still growing. So he's going to be a bit of a physical specimen by the time he becomes a proper adult and all that kind of stuff. He has about that similar turn of pace, I would say, a similar dribbling attribute. This guy, seriously, it's just a bargain. It's an absolute bargain potentially. Loads of La Liga journals are very excited by this guy saying Manchester City have got themselves an absolute bargain, and it's just the thing is as well. it could end up being that we pay for him using the Sancho sell-on fee that we've got. Now, Sancho could go to United allegedly for 120 million or something like that, and we get about 18 million for that, which basically will cover most of it. It's just a really good deal. He does actually remind me a bit of Sancho as well. I'm not saying he's obviously identical, but he's that kind of guy where he can pass the ball, he can dribble, he's got a good turn of pace, he can cross as well, and he's also an unselfish. He's quite similar, genuinely quite similar, and he has that ability to play on the left and right. Leon said, how old is he? He's 20 years old. He, for comparison's sake, he's about basically an identical age to Leroy Sané when he signed for Manchester City. Now, I don't think he is Leroy Sané in terms of style. I think he's different to that, so we have to accept that. But basically, he was about the same age. I think he's a month younger, actually. Sané was like... had turned 20 in January that year when he signed for Manchester City, and Torres has turned... will turn 20. He's turned 20 this year, and his birthday was in February when he's going to sign for us. Sinster, thank you very much for the unicorn. Since they're always there with the unicorn, adorable little guy, bless him. Thank you very much, Sinster, my pal, former Code Blue, of course. I love it. But basically, yeah, we've got a guy at the same age and a similar stage of his career as Sané when he came. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be Sané because he's a very different kind of player, but at the same time, so is Son, for example. Son at Spurs is a different kind of player, but possibly equally as effective. So I would take something like that. LG Cloud 456 saying the 2025 final day last minute Foden, Torres, they've done it, City win the title. I hope you mean 2021, but maybe 2025 too, but I will take it anyway. Just got in what's happening. Unrivaled boxing news, talking news. Basically, all the journos have gone, it's a done deal now. City have got the man, and it's going to be, I think, probably announced tomorrow, actually. Apparently, he's already done his medical as well over in Barcelona, and they're just waiting for the time to confirm it now. Also, by the way, there's 507 people watching this and 187 likes. Where are you? Press the like button. Because I know everyone's watching this as a Manchester City fan, so get the like button up there. Come on. Joe Wilkinson, proper chuffed about this deal. 20 million for a player which can grow in the Premier League is quality from Man City. It really is. I mean, Dominic Solanke was 20 million for Bournemouth, and he's absolute shite. Let's be honest. And we've got a guy that lots of people see as possibly Spain's most exciting young talent at the moment, and for this price. And he's already experienced. That's the best thing about it. Now, let's go take a sip of my brew 1 second. Basically, he's already pretty experienced, which I love that. Good on the likes, by the way, up to 254. I like it. You're doing well. I like the likes. And yeah, well, that's it, really. That makes sense. So, well done for everyone actually listening there. So, basically, he's already got a bit of experience. He's been playing around the first team now for 2 or 3 years. Kind of like Foden, I guess, at the same age, which is a decent comparison. Someone else said we've got basically Valencia's Foden, but he's someone who's played more than that. So we've got someone who's experienced at that young age, that basically had his breakthrough season this year. And that everyone's been sniffing around. Juventus were after him. Dortmund were looking at him, which is a massive, massive seal of approval, isn't it? Yet... we've got him for this ridiculous price. I feel a bit guilty towards Valencia. Seriously, this guy probably is a 60, 70 million pound player in the current market, and we're just like, can we have him? And we got him cheap. The reason we're getting him so cheap, of course, is because his contract's out in a year from now, which is a shame for Valencia. And they're a mess financially. They're an absolute mess. They need the money, and he's one of the most saleable assets. And we've got this guy in. In terms of where he's going to fit in for next season, I mean, it's not confirmed yet, of course, but yeah, I think it is pretty much definitely going to happen. I mean, unless something really, really weird happens. Someone just said, by the way, Yusri Said, I saw your girlfriend today. You didn't, because she's not left the house all day. So I don't know who you saw, unless you're stalking her in our flat, which you didn't. I mean, I've been here. Did you sneak out the window, Nicola?
No, I've been sat at my desk.
She's been sat at her desk all day, unless she said she was, but you didn't. But anyway, basically, in terms of where he can play next season, I got a feeling he'll take a while, about 3 or 4 months maybe, to adapt into the first team, which is nothing wrong with that. I think of Bernardo and think of Leroy Sané when they first got into the team. They took a little bit of time to get used to it. They took a bit of time to bed in, but eventually around Christmas time, around winter, they started to look the part, basically. And I expect Ferran Torres, especially given the fact that we've got this like 9 substitutes on the bench ring now, and also 5 can come on. He'll get a lot of game time, but he'll also always be on the bench. Joe Wilkinson, apparently he's so excited about playing for City, which is great as well. Yeah, according to Fabrizio Romano, he said he's buzzing. Ferran Torres is buzzing. I'm pretty certain they weren't the words he used, unless he's picked up some mank lingo. He's been watching my channel. Ferran Torres, we know you're watching now. Imagine Ferran Torres is watching now, right? Because I reckon if I was like a young footballer and I was sat at home, sat in a hotel somewhere doing nothing, I probably would every now and then just like search for live videos in my name. And so Ferran Torres, if you're watching, all right, Arkid, how you doing? I'm not even that mank. I don't know why I pretended to be that mank. I don't think I've ever said, all right, Arkid. I am very mank, but not that mank. I'm not like Liam Gallagher mank. I'm mank in the sense that I say in it and done it and won it, but I'm not that good. But anyway, hello to Ferran Torres if you're watching. He's not watching. We need to make a Ferran Torres song, boys. The Rock Lee's saying that, bringing out. We need a song. I'll think of a song. A rival boxing, what kind of players he exactly, mate? Not had a chance to look up with him. Basically, I think someone said he reminds a little bit of Son at Spurs, and I can see that. He can play on the left. He normally plays on the right wing for Valencia, and he's an old-fashioned winger. He will beat a man, and he'll put a cross in. But he can play on the left. He can drive through the middle. He's tall. He's like 6 foot. He's got a good turn of pace. I'm not saying he's Sane fast, but I would say he's faster than Mahrez and Bernardo. He's like, do you know when Kevin De Bruyne gets running, and he barges past people? Or Son, once again, at Spurs. And he got the surprisingly fast. I would say he's fast. He's definitely fast. He's definitely faster than most of our wingers at the moment. And he's quite direct. He's also intelligent. He can play a pass. He can play on the left. He's very versatile. He's more or less ambidextrous as well. He can play with, is ambidextrous the right word? That's with your hands, isn't it? He's bipedal, is it? That's the word? I don't know what it is. But basically, he might be able to use both hands. I can't confirm that. I mean, I'm not sure that makes any difference. But he can, but he can use both feet very well. So he's a very intelligent player with a really high ceiling limit. I'm in a good mood today, actually. I think I'm just very excited about this, and also excited to do some videos with you guys. Patrick Holly saying Torres has ditched the paella for the bacon butties. Damn right he has. He's got his bacon butties out. He's got his red sauce, not brown sauce. Ollie Coulson, he's Valencian. He's only cost 20 million. We think he's fucking brilliant. He's called Ferran. I like that. That's pretty good, actually. Is it Valencian or is it Galician? Is Galicia's a region, isn't it? Anyway, I don't think everyone's ever going to sing that, but my version. But that's pretty good, that Ollie. He's Valencian. He only cost 20 million. We think it's... But that basically is like the Gabriel Jesus song in it, which is pretty decent. I'll take it. Any news on the situation in the Madrid game, Karan? I think it's all absolutely fine. It's going ahead. Don't worry about that. It's just one player will have to sit out. There's too much money for it to not happen, so I wouldn't worry about that at all. I presume Neil Sinner, thank you very much. Great content, buddy. Neil, thank you. Is it pronounced Neil? I presume it is. Sinner. Thank you very much. I presume that's for the singing. Or maybe you'll refund that because of the singing. I'm sorry in advance. So thank you very much. Loads of likes, by the way. 306, 600 people watching. Get the likes going up. But Hysteria, yeah, only 20 million really. Apparently it's about 26 million euros, which is about 20 million-ish. And then maybe about 10 million euros in add-ons. And 10 million euro in add-ons is like, you know, I think it's stuff like, one of them is if he gets the Ballon d'Or, which is like, who gives a fuck about that? We all know he won't win it in Manchester City anyway. But either way, it's that kind of add-on where if you're like, I don't know, plays X amount of games in the Champions League or scores X amount of goals. In that case, you're like, well, it's still a bargain. So basically, I am very excited about this signing. I think he gives us something a little bit different because one of the problems we've had this season is Sterling's had to play every single game, regardless whether he's been fit or not. That's bad, that, man. You're like, the players are going to be knackered. They're going to be knackered constantly. So sometimes you need an alternative. And he can play on the left. He wants to play on the left as well, allegedly. So it'll be good. Bert to go saying, any news on Koulibaly? Not that I know of, though. Apparently, Napoli have just signed Osimhen or something like that for like 50-odd million or something like that. 50 million euros. City are still after him massively. We don't know if we've got him yet. I mean, we haven't got him yet, of course. It's going to be quiet, but according to some people, the City are mad. Are absolutely mad and desperate to sign. I think this from Bleacher Report. It said City are desperate to sign Koulibaly, and I would very much be happy about that. Imagine this scenario. We get Ake as the backup for Laporte. We get Koulibaly as the start alongside Laporte. Then we get Ferran Torres in. And according to, who was it? He's one of basically those guys who's really close. I saw it on the 9320 podcast. Let me find it. Basically, someone said that we were after a striker as well. He was someone close to Guardiola. Let me find it. Let me find the comment, or I'm just trying to find it now. 1 second. I'm on Twitter. It's from Paul Ballas, who's basically, he wrote one of the Pep's books. He said City want a striker as well, and that guy knows a thing or two about football and Guardiola. So apparently, what a striker! I'd be very happy with that. Hi Stephen, is Torres definitely coming now? I remember it seemed to thought he was coming to us but didn't. Simon, yeah, all the journalists have come around and said basically it's done. City have agreed a fee and a deal, which is a deal apparently, with Valencia for around that price now, 25 million euros, 20 million-ish. And basically he's having a medical already in Barcelona and it could be announced, someone said even as soon as tonight, which isn't going to happen. It'll probably be tomorrow. So I mean, it's just every journal's gone hard on this. I mean, there's nothing's happened. It's never confirmed until he's holding the shirt up and all that kind of stuff. But I think you can more or less guarantee this is like 99% there. Joe Wilkinson, Koulibaly wants to join City, but Napoli are still asking for 10 million more than 65 million City offering. Yeah, that's it basically. City and Napoli, essentially, they're going to stare off. They're going to see budgets first. And I'm sure at some point as well, one of us is going to back down a little bit. They've just spent loads of money. I know they don't need the money necessarily, but they're not going to turn down a lot. But this is exciting. I'm very excited about Ferran Torres. I think he's a good player. He's an exciting player. Hudson Smith there have been like, oh, you City fans only existed after 2010, you glory supporters. Hudson Smith, you probably weren't even alive then because you're an absolute child and putting you in time out. Bye. And no, I'm 34, sadly, from my sins, and I've been watching City since the early 90s. So, yes, stop City, stop being scabby, pay Napoli. CG has a very good point. I'm sure it'll happen. Someone's tried to put Torres in shite, but put Torres in shire. Interesting political comment, which I probably agree with. I definitely agree with, but that's not what you meant. But thank you. You tried to insult a player and actually did a political thing that I agreed with, so that's quite nice. Brendan Porter, if we lose Koulibaly over 10 million quid, 10 million effing quid, he said, Cheeky can expect a sausage roll for his letterbox. All I'm saying. Why are you sending him a sausage roll? That's a grape. I mean, oh, maybe he means something else. Is that a sausage roll? Is that a sausage roll for your letterbox? I didn't think. Oh yeah, letterbox and a sausage. I think I know what sausage is.
I want a sausage.
Nicola wants a sausage roll for the letterbox, or just post sausage rolls. The gluten-free sausage roll because he's a celiac. J Hughes, Stephen Eddy news on Ake. No, but the latest news is that City apparently looking for a cut price deal because the guy has been relegated and Bournemouth are absolutely brassic. They are skin and they need the money because well, that's it really. They've been relegated, so. I reckon it'll happen. I've got a feeling it'll happen. I think he wants it to happen. There'll be plenty of game time with him. And if you get someone like Ake, I wouldn't be surprised. I've seen the correction now from Torres is not Torres. But I reckon if Ake does happen, he'll basically. I think he'll be happy because I think every now and then we'll play free at the back. Unrivaled 34, mate. You don't look a day over 33. Oh, thank you. You bless you. Well, I was going to say moisturise, but I don't. So. I guess it look good. Hey dude, hope you well. Tom, I'm good, thank you. Michael Cheng asking, do you want Tosin back? I do indeed want Tosin back. I think he's a quality player. I've got a feeling it might be 1 year too early for him. But seriously, if honestly, so is this Stephen, send me your address and I'll send you a sausage roll. A Greg sausage roll. LG, that can be arranged. But someone has said, well, I've lost my train of thought because of sausage rolls again. It's always the way. Why does this feel like it happens on a daily basis? What was the question I was answering? Tosin, yes. Tosin, I got a feeling he'll go on loan to a Premier League team because he was excellent at Blackburn and that would be good. Maybe even Bournemouth in the Championship would be a good one for him or something like that, actually, weirdly. Because I wouldn't think that'd be a bad thing. Another season in the Championship wouldn't be that bad because he's a quality player and a little bit more experience for a team going for promotion would be good. Having said that, if he was our fourth choice centre-back next season, I have no doubt he'd be more than good enough. Tom just asked, what's Tosin's contract situation? Well, Tom Barker, apparently he's being asked... if he wants a new contract, City will give him one, but obviously he's not. He just has to basically get high up. They've said if he does sign a new contract, he'll get a chance. He'll get a chance to prove himself at some point in the future, which I think he will do. Hopefully, Vertigo. Mark Goldbridge mentioned you today as some Manchester City fan. You could tell the genuine hate and jealousy that City are a superior club. Well. Oh bless him. It's cute. It's cute. Vertigo. I don't get drawn into that bullshit. At least, all I can say is, at least I can, and this is genuine. At least, basically, I get viewers for being myself and not being rude to anyone. That's all I will ever say. I never want to encourage negativity. I want everyone just to get on and be nice and talk about football, and every now and then wind each other up in a playful manner. And I would never do that. And I am glad personally, even though I don't have the money those people probably do, that I don't have to sell my dignity for views. That's all I'm gonna say. Is that a bit? Nicholas Hissing going in the background. I'm just stating facts. If you want to interpret it, that's all I'm saying is I'm a better person. I don't know. Maybe he's like doing the fucking Live Aid somewhere. And I haven't realised, and he's saving millions for the world. So fair enough. But as a 40-odd-year-old bloke, if you want to spend time just taking digs at people on the internet, like really, just. Yeah, he's 40. Yeah, Nicholas said blind me. Blue Cheese. I've just got a donation from Blue Cheese. Nicholas so happy about that probably. Great content, Stephen. Great, thank you. Honestly, when people do that super chat, by the way, I get a little bit overwhelmed by it every single time. So thank you very much to everyone who does that. You're all heroes, and I'm glad you're all enjoying this. You're awesome, Stephen. Banner's good, but to hell with those mean bullies on Twitter. Exactly. Why be mean? Blue Cheese, thank you very much, pal, and Vertigo and everyone else. Jordan, oi, how's everyone doing? We're good, mate. We're chatting shit. And Sam Martin, by the way, Stephen, you're absolutely spot on, Stephen. So he agrees. Someone put Goldbridge sniff socks. He probably does. No, I don't want to get into fights. I'm not getting into fights. I'm pretty.
All I'm saying is I think he's got a small penis.
Nicholas just throwing shade at him as well. Reckons he's got a small.
Sorry, I didn't get you in trouble.
I don't give a shit. He's not watching this. He's been too busy being successful to fair, and I'm not. So I'll let him have it. It's funny. Where are the subscribers at? Stop Steven abuse. I don't know. Apparently, Jordan, he said what Vertigo was, he was calling me some Man City fan. I mean, I've done loads of videos for him, and he knows who I am. He used to try and wipe me up on Blue Horizon ages ago. He's harmless. He's absolutely harmless. He took his choice. Anyway, let's talk about Ferran Torres. This is Sausage Rolls, Goldbridge, and Nicola make throwing shade at Goldbridge about having a small penis. It's something I never thought I would say. I mean, last night I was in a really bad mood and upset with the world, and today I'm like, this couldn't have gone any better. So, Cole Porter, I've noticed you down days from your comments on Twitter. Yeah, to be honest, Cole, I'm a pretty confident person, but the whole pandemic it knocked me a little bit, I'll be honest, and I miss my friends and family, and I miss my loved ones, and every now and then I read something and I'm like, oh, I can't see the end. But other than that, I've got the best fiance in the world and a very supportive bunch of people, you guys watching and friends and family, and everyone is absolutely wonderful. And I like the fact that you're also open about talking about it. Talk about it. If any of you are watching this and you're ever feeling a little bit down, I'm being serious, just tell someone. Don't be embarrassed to tweet it. Because it's nice. It really is good just to talk about these things. And that's what I always try and do. Honesty is always the best policy. Ben Golding, hope you and Nicola are staying strong. Long time subscriber. PS thoughts on how we're very good. Thank you, Ben. Hope you're good. Ben, once again, thank you so much, pal. Thoughts on how, what stroke, if Foden can hold down a starting 11th place next season. Well, Ben, firstly, once again, thanks for the nice words. But seriously, it's just because... basically, the way he's going to get into the team next season is by carrying on being as good as he has post-lockdown. I saw this great stat, and apparently in terms of goal involvements, he's second in the league post-lockdown in terms of goals being involved in the build-ups and assists. If Foden carries on playing at that level, bringing that much energy, bringing that much cohesion to our attack, well, he's going to get into the team, and that's it. And I think Guardiola knows they can bring this. He really... Sorry, I got distracted by the comments. Basically, I think Guardiola knows that he can trust him now as ring. So, but he'll get into the team next year. I've got no doubt he'll play a lot more because he's just too good. He's absolutely too good. UAV, you keep saying that about Aguero. I saw that on FIFA, so you can stop spamming it now. But it's very childish. Custard creams and bourbons, both for me, if I'm being honest. I love your content, Stephen. Brillo, thank you very, very much. But yeah, I've got absolutely no doubt about Foden being good enough, mate. I think he'll be more than good enough. Lenny Fry, no spamming, please. But I don't think we'll buy Lautaro Martinez. But if we did, I'd be very happy about it. Well, James, a lot of people asking about, basically, about strikers. Well, Paul, I can always forget his name. What's he called? Sorry. Paul Ballas, he's a very respected Spanish journalist who wrote Pep's latest book. Basically, he said City do want a striker. And I think it's in basically what we know. Obviously, we want a centre-back. We want possibly left-back cover and a centre-back cover, which could be Ake, a winger, and then apparently a forward. I'm going to go back to Ferran Torres a little bit, by the way, because why not? I just want to talk about how excited I am, because sometimes... it's fun signing defenders and fullbacks, but it's more fun signing a winger. Just signing wingers is fun, isn't it? It's fun just signing someone who's exciting, who can actually make things happen, who can get the fans off the edge of the seats, well, I guess the edge of the couches these days. But genuinely, it's fun just seeing someone be that enigmatic, and it's just fun and exciting to sign a young star as well, basically. Someone who can become a world star at Manchester City, because it's good, it's really nice getting... it's really nice getting someone who's going to be getting a world star, but you want someone who's going to become a world star, and that's what Sane did at Manchester City, and that's what hopefully Ferran Torres could do, and it's exciting for that reason. I like getting ones who are work in progress because it's just more fun and you get more attached to them. Unrivaled boxing, dream striker. Oh God, unrivaled to me. I want Haaland. I just want Haaland because Haaland's an absolute bastard in front of goal. I mean, he's built in a lab somewhere. Just an android. Seriously, I want him in front. But I don't think it's ever going to happen. But I like the idea of having someone who can win the ball in the air, who's physical, who's intelligent, who's absolutely lethal in front of goal. Having said that, I would take in a heartbeat someone like Lautaro Martinez because he's essentially like not that far off what you can get for an Aguero replacement. I would like Kai Havertz as a false nine. I think he's really good, the Leverkusen player. He's not really a striker as such. He's more of like a guy who can play behind the striker. But what I really like about him is that he just reminds me of Kaka. And any player that glides through the ball with like Kaka, I could take that. So he's a variety of options there. A lot of people have said... I think Isaac, the young striker at Sociedad, something like that. Is it Sociedad? I can't remember. I don't know loads about him. But yeah, I mean, maybe Kane. Harry Kane would score about 50 goals for Manchester City. So there's lots of options there. Adam's dream striker is me. So yeah, I actually was I was a quite decent finisher. That's a very true story. Well, Nicola. Nicola's been cruising in the background of there. Yeah, yes. A finisher of sweets. I'm throwing to it nice, but Nicola's just been... crude. I once played at left back for a Sunday League team and scored a hat trick from left back. True story. I dribbled past a couple people. I played an inverted full back. Basically, Pepper, you're watching, I'm your left back. And at one goal, I beat two people, cut inside and curled it from 20 yards in off the post. Unbelievable stuff. Genuinely happened. Joe Wilkinson, apparently Torres could be even cheaper if Sancho signs for United. Yeah, I saw that. So basically, they'll get 15% sell-on fee, which you get about 18 million. I'd be very, very happy with that. Paul said we could spend 300 million quarter to Life of Pi. Wow, that's an awful lot of money. By the way, guys, 400 likes, 600 people watching. That means there's a 204 like deficit. So what is going on there? Oh wait, there's even more now. So keep getting those likes up, and also hit that subscribe button. By the way, let me see where we are with these subscribers. The subscriber situation is at 36,622. Get it up. Ollie's at McInerney 3 on the shirt, left back. Nico's gonna like. Thank you, Nico. Thank you. Everyone's liking it. 3,000 views on this already. I'll take that. Stephen defo falls over the ball when taking pens. 25 balance. Actually, also for that Sunday League team, I actually won a penalty competition to take the penalties, but I got overruled by the captain, and then he missed the bloody penalty. I'm actually a good penalty taker as well. Just saying once again. Maybe I should be taking the pens. I was quite a skillful player. I genuinely was. My thing was more about... I was possession-based football before it was a thing. I used to pass it around. So honestly, I used to try and be like a holding midfielder, dictating play and passing around, or playing as a silky winger, like a Nasri type, I'd say. Probably more moody than Nasri as well. Since the CD once again. Thank you, Sinster. I love you little unicorns. You're just so reassuring. Go Blue. Go Blue, as his other name is. Could you see Bielsa being City manager after Pep? Josh, I would love it, because I just think Bielsa's class. I know he probably wouldn't win anything, but it would be fun chaos, and I'm sorry, football is all about chaos. It's about mayhem, it's about mavericks, it's about energy, and having someone like Bielsa at Manchester City, I would love it, because I just like him. I know that's a very controversial opinion, but I would take it, because he's just good fun. LG and Cow, wow, we got a rival with a unicorn. Oh, there's a unicorn off going on. LG, love you loads. Nicola with the... Was that a Petch? Petch action. Peach, of course, but it's an in-joke. Ross Carey, 20 million is outrageous for Torres. Outrageous. Pep, daylight robbery. Doesn't have a patch on David Silva for free, though. It doesn't indeed. David Silva for free? I mean, obviously, someone's getting David Silva for free, which is genuinely ridiculous. But yeah, 20 million is genuinely outrageous. It's a fantastic deal for a fantastic young player. Yo, Stephen CYS. I bet that sounded like it kind of stuttered then. It didn't. I was just reading the comment out. Stephen with a V, by the way, but I'll take your comment. Thank you. Hello. When will he be announced? Tom, I mean, it's possibly tomorrow, I reckon. It could be tomorrow. This week, definitely. This week, I'm almost certain. Eric Morales, I love your videos. Thank you for being you. Oh, what a sweet comment. Thank you for being you.
That was me.
Is that you? You're Eric Morales?
Yeah.
Are you?
No.
I was about to say, that was clever. Eric, thank you for being you. Thank you. I try my best to just talk shit with you guys. And I love it. And he honestly puts a smile on my face. Do a roly-poly, Stephen. I mean, literally got nowhere to do it, so no.
I'll hold the camera.
I'm not doing a roly-poly. Isaac to get his attention, yes. Don't you say? Do you watch cricket? I don't watch cricket. I used to when I was younger, but not anymore. I haven't got time. Can you recap? Because I just got here. Jeremy, for a recap, basically all the big journos have come out and said that, including like Fabrizio Romano, all the press packing, England Simon Stone from the BBC have said basically City and Valencia have agreed a deal for around 25 million euros with another 10 million euros in add-on, which works out about 20 million quid up front, which is absolutely nothing. He's already apparently agreed a deal with Manchester City. It's all been done. He's doing his medical, if not already done, in Barcelona, and basically he could be announced any point tomorrow. It's that close. It's that close. According to Fabrizio Romano, he's absolutely buzzing to be a Manchester City player. So that's where we're up to. And it's the first one over the line. And I'm very excited. I'm going to do a video tomorrow, by the way, about that right back, Iza Kabori. Is he a good defender? I don't know. But basically, it's a terrible pun. But I'll do a video about that tomorrow when I've read about him.
I didn't realise it was a pun.
He's called Iza.
I just thought you were like tripping over your own words.
Nicola, I do trip on my words. It's called Iza Kabori. Iza Kabori good?
It was terrible.
But I'll do a video about him tomorrow, but I need to just learn who he is. So I don't really know who he is much of a, to be honest. Stephen, would you like Zidane as Pep's successor? Not really, to be honest, Anthony. Sorry, Anonymous, not Anthony. Anonymous, which is much better than Anthony. I prefer Anonymous to Anthony. I'll answer your question now. No, I don't want Zidane personally. I don't know. I feel like we've got our own beautiful ball bastard. I'd like someone else, the next Guardiola, not Zidane. I mean, I wouldn't be upset if we got him because he's Zidane, and Zidane's a genius and genuinely one of my favourite players of all time. But, I'd rather someone our own legend, if that makes sense. Pellegrini wants Silva and Dzeko for the La Liga. Joe, I mean, that would be great, wouldn't it? They are both free. I mean, imagine Dzeko and Silva back together with Pellegrini. I would absolutely love that. Tom, I don't have any views on Diego Rosa, but he's definitely going to go on loan at very least. Nicola, to answer your question about my lips, I've just got luscious lips today. I think it's just the contrast is very high for some reason. Iza plays right back in the Belgian league, kept a clean sheet versus Vinny Zanderlecht and scored a goal. Class. And what I've looked at him, by the way, I did watch a compilation, and he's lightning quick, which is good. And I think City's basically, Nicola in the chat, the legend. Basically, I think City's plan is just to sign every right back known to humankind, the species of humanity. And basically, one day, one of them will be good. I think that's basically our plan there. He's played 2 out of 40 some on left wing for Valencia. Where do you see him playing more? I mean, he did actually say apparently he wants to play on the left. So I suspect he will play on the left quite a lot, and every now and then he will play on the right. And I'm fine with all that. But I mean, I think as long as he can play either or, and that's good enough for me. I think he will play on the left quite a bit, cutting in every now and then. But I've got a feeling he's going to be very versatile and very useful in pretty much any position. When are we getting David Cartledge? When are we getting David Cartledge about Diego Carlos, and who do you prefer, him or Koulibaly? I'll get David Cartledge on if it looks like that rumour's going to heat up a little bit more, Abdullah. David is absolutely fantastic, and I hope you all enjoyed the video I did with him about Ferran Torres. Genuinely one of my favourite videos I've done on the channel. I think it was so good. But yeah, if he gets further and further, I'll try and drag David back on because he's absolutely fantastic on video. He just knows his shit. It's good, isn't it? Stephen, do you think we'd be able to pull off Ben Mendy plus 15 million for Tagliafico? I mean, we wouldn't. We wouldn't be giving them money, I don't think. But James, that's never going to happen. He won't go over to he's at Ajax still, isn't he? No, that's never going to happen. Your girlfriend trying to steal my comment, Eric Morales. Yeah, you apologise to Eric.
I'll apologise if he gets it right. I'm not your girlfriend.
She's my fiance, yeah. She said get it right, and then she'll apologise to his fiance. Torres hasn't done much of Valencia, does it worry you? Hasn't done much of Valencia. It's like saying Foden hasn't done much of Manchester City. He's a 20-year-old kid. This season, did you see? Basically, he was fantastic against Barcelona. He's really highly rated. He's only young, and he's a really skillful player. So even though he's young, he's got absolutely loads of ability. But anyway, guys, I'm going to take a few more questions and wrap this up. I've really enjoyed it, chatting shit about football and Manchester City with all you guys. I'm going to read another 5 more questions and then we'll wrap it up. Do you think with Silva's departure that we'll see Bernardo deployed more centrally next season? Esnar, this is question 1, by the way. Yeah, I think it could happen. I think it probably will happen, especially if we get Ferran Torres in. It's obvious that Torres can play in the wing, which will mean basically that he can play more central. We've got Torres in the winger. Will there be a proper send-off for David Silva fans around? That's going to happen, yeah. I mean, when the fans can be back in the stadium, that's going to happen. They've already confirmed that. Who you think we will sign at left back? Dabo Gaming, I got a feeling we'll sign no one at left back. I've got a feeling Ake will come in, or someone like maybe Alaba, but I don't think Alaba's going to happen, unfortunately. But Ake will come in and be the backup at left back. So I don't think that's going to happen personally. Do you think Garcia leaves? He was so good last month. I got a feeling he'll stay, to be honest. I got a feeling he will stay. I reckon he likes it here, and I think he will stay, which is good for us. What do you think about the Samras back to see rumours? That's not a question. That's not going to happen. Announced McBurney. McBurney announced. I want that to happen too. What do you think about the Samra? I've read it out again. William saying, what do you think about the KDB news about him signing a new contract? Of course, that's wonderful news, and of course, it's huge. And if he gets to 10 years, he could be Manchester City's greatest ever player. It'd be fantastic news. As Thomas just bought KDB, Foden, Torres, Aguero, and Sterling sounds so lethal in the same team. It does sound fantastic. On that note, I'm going to call it there. I don't know why I just span around so dramatically in my chair like a Bond villain, but it's fun. Guys, I love you all loads. Thanks for joining me for a sausage roll talk, slagging off Goldbridge talk, which I wasn't expecting to happen. I got dragged down to his level, and the Ferran Torres talk. I enjoyed it all loads, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. I'll do this like every night. This is a live transfer talk. I'm going to try and do it around 6, 7 p.m. or something like that. So be ready. Be ready. Be ready. All right, in a bit. Love you all loads. See you later. Thank you for all the support. You're all absolute heroes. It's been absolutely wonderful. Subscribe to the channel. Oh, God, damn it, Vertigo. I can't ignore the super chat. Thoughts on Joao Cancelo as our permanent left back? Maybe Vertigo. We have to see him in a higher quality game because it's tough because he's been playing against easy teams. So we need to see him against a bigger team because it might be a little bit difficult to get natural whip. But he's clearly a very good player and clearly an option there. And I would like to see him tested at a high level, which I suspect we'll see inside about 10 days when he plays in Madrid. That could answer the question. Love you all loads. On that note, bye in a bit.